What is up, everybody? Uh, so here I am enjoying the journey, having a lot of fun, working with entrepreneurs, and I am in the process of making my first ad. And I figured, why not share my process? Why not share what I'm going through, the struggles and the trials and the tribulations? Because in life, the more I show up, the more I see the principles and the philosophies are always the same. There's always a process that you have to go through. And I am comfortable being uncomfortable, comfortable going through the process and the way I go through the process. And that's come with practice throughout the years. But yeah, so as I'm building my first ad, I think I'm gonna put it on Facebook, and I think it's going to absolutely suck, because things are supposed to suck when you first start them. Like, that's just the name of the game. But I will say this, just how I talk about how in life things are not linear, they're exponential. I get to use my credibility in certain aspects of my life. I've been coaching longer than I was even a fighter. I fought in the UFC. I'm an author, a personal trainer, and I'm certified as a life coach and a personal trainer. And so I'm going to use my quote unquote clout to bring my audience to me, attract my audience to me and show them how I can service them effectively and appropriately. But as I'm going through the process, so I wrote down some stuff that I'm going through, and it's going to be another 5-day challenge. So I'm going to be getting pretty consistent on these 5-day challenges, specifically because when people get to meet me, they get a feel of if I'm right for them or not. They get to see me for 5 days. I get to take them through the process, and they get to see, like, oh, I really like working with Cliff, or Cliff's just not a good fit for me. And so it makes the sign up easier on both ends. They get a feel of what I am and what I can do and how I can provide for them. So I was watching Russell Brunson specifically on ad creation, because this guy is absolutely phenomenal on the ad creation process. The way he puts it together and the way that he markets, it's genius. And so I'll go through my process. So this is the process of the ad, right? And it starts with giving an intro. And the intro is super simple. You're basically just saying your name. You want them to know you're a human just like them. So I get to start with, hey, this is Clifford. And then from there, he talks about, all right, what is this? What is this ad about? And like I said, mine's a 5-day challenge. Our ad's actually going to be the business makeover challenge. And what does it do? Like, what is the outcome that these people will get for coming into this challenge? And the outcome they get from us is they're going to get their time back while still growing their business. That's what we want them to get from these 5 days. When they go through this process, we're going to show them how they can get their time back and still continue to grow their business as they're going through the process. Who are we looking at? Specifically, family oriented entrepreneurs. The reason being, I'm family oriented. I got my wife, I got my kids. I didn't even know I was going to have a dog, but I got a dog too. And life can get hectic, and you're juggling a lot of balls. And so you want to figure out how to keep your time um, basically set for you instead of running out of time. So it's about leveraging it. And we're going to teach them in this process on how to leverage their time. But we're going to go really quick on the ad. It's straight to the point. I'm just kind of going over the details and the process that you would go through. And so after you explain that they will get their time back, and basically that's there's several lines that you can use, but there's get this without that, get this and this, get it's figuring out what are their touch points, because we're all trying to avoid pain and we want to go to pleasure. And everyone's in different aspects. Some people are more focused on getting to pleasure, and some people are more focused on getting away from pain. The audience that I'm looking at, family oriented entrepreneurs, they're crazy asses like me. Like, I dream big, I go big. Like it says, I want to influence 1 billion people on my Facebook group. And that's the truth. That's what I want to do. I want to go all out in my life. I want to stretch as much as I can because the mind will figure it all out anyway. Once you say it with conviction, it'll figure it out. The rest will fall into play. But figure out who your audience is. Are they trying to avoid pain? Are they trying to get into pleasure? If they're like me, go big. Teach them the edge, teach them mastery. Mine is even my group. It's called Mind Body Business Mastery. I am looking to master myself. I want to be the best version of me that I can be every single day. And I expect that for the people that I'm connected with, my kids included. I tell my son, you're going to be the best son you can be today, and I'm going to be the best dad that I can be today. And we're just going to keep it moving, and we're going to keep stretching and growing and learning together. But all in all, figure out who your audience is, figure out what your audience wants, figure out what they're going for. From there, so you go after that process, what they're going to get, and then it's on day one, and this is the kicker because they always do this, but it's important. On day one, you go over nothing. So you say on day one, and then you create curiosity. So on day one, we're going to cover, well, you have to register below. And it keeps you on the edge of your seat to say, okay, I want to really know what's going on. And I don't know exactly how they're going to do it. That curiosity is going to create action in people. Like that's just the truth. If people already know what it is, they're not going to register for anything. So if people already know, like you got to stick with the basics and you got to do this and you got to, and it's more than that, of course. There's techniques and hacks you can use, and everybody has their unique formula, which makes it a lot of fun. Mine comes from a fighter's formula, and I actually partnered up with a great business partner, and he's all about systems. So the combination is super cool. So actually, I don't have I'm not going to have the register link yet. We're probably going to be running this January 15th, but I'll let you guys know. You guys will know before anybody else knows anyway. But yeah, get them curious, get them wondering like, all right, I want to see what this is about. I want to see what this is going to be and how this is going to show up. And then from there, you explain who it works for. And ours is specifically, we're tailored to experts who have a high dollar amount. So anyone who, for us, it's going to be coaches, consultants, chiropractors, doctors, anyone who's an expert. This system's going to work for them. And honestly, I think it works for others other than experts, but you want to really narrow down the market, especially if you're just beginning in this world of entrepreneurship. They say if you try to market to everybody, you're going to market to nobody. And it took me some time to really put that together. I love working with everyone. I really do. I love connecting with people. I love people. I just love people. I love being around people, and I love hearing their stories because I do think everyone has a unique story. But I've learned on my journey that I work best with people who are really looking to push the envelope, who really want to take chances and take risk, and not large, insane risk where they're losing their pants, but they're willing to step into their arena. They're willing to go out on the edge and see who they become when they go out into that edge and grow into the person that they want to grow into. So that's going to be my people, my driven, high performer, wanted to be the best they can be for their family, for their friends, for their clients, for those they serve, and stretch themselves as large as possible, constantly looking to expand. I talk about the 3 E's: envision, execute, expand. When you get those 3 down, you can't lose in this game called life. I mean, the principles and the philosophies, they're always the same. They don't change. The way you go about them will change, but those never change. And so the next piece, after you do that, he says, register below. Oh, and also always mention that it's free. Mention that it's free over and over and over again. Have them click below, get them excited for the process they're going to go through. And really, the cool part is, I always say, it's about being in integrity. if you're not excited for what you're going to deliver, they're not going to be excited for it. So I'm super pumped. I'm pumped up for what we're going to be creating with these 5 days. So I'm really excited to do this ad and screw this ad up and see what it becomes. You know, I'm going to have fun along the way, and eventually I'm going to get damn good at doing ads, you know, because it's just like anything else. If we put in the reps, we'll figure it out. But we have to know where we're putting in the reps. And that's why I started with looking at ads first and seeing like, okay, who's doing what? And look at everything. Look at every detail you can find, the camera angles they're using, the lighting they're using, the way their hands are moving, the things that they're saying. All those little subtle details make the big differences. And so watching Russell go through his process, I'll go through it really quick again, just so you guys can really take it in. And it's called the 5-day lead challenge. That's the one that he did, and it was a great challenge, by the way. I ended up doing the challenge, but ours is the 5-day business makeover challenge. So basically, I'm gonna do my little spill, and you can judge it, and you can like it or hate it or tell me whatever you want. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna be practicing. So the intro is, hey, it's Cliff. We're gonna be having our business makeover challenge. Next 5 days, I will be showing you how to get your time back in your business while it continues to grow. On day 1, we're going to be covering, well, I can't let you see that because you have to register below to find out. This works for coaches, consultants, dentists, chiropractors. If you're an expert in your business, it's going to work for you. So come on in, register below, and just make sure you click that link down below. All right, I'll see you on the other side, and take care. Simple, to the point, and I'm going to get some people who will probably be excited. Some people are going to hate on me, and that's the name of the game. That's the game of life. You know, you go step into your arena, you see how you show up, and then you go get better at it, and you go improve it, and you inch by inch, yard by yard, mile by mile, eventually get to that promised land you're looking for. And the cool thing, remember, everything shows up exponentially. So learning this skill set is going to show up for me in more ways than I could imagine. And if I could help you for 2022, whatever you're looking to create, wherever you're looking to go, whatever you're looking to do, remember, the thing that you do go after, know why you're going after it. And when you go after it, remember, it's going to show up for you in ways you didn't know that it was going to show up for you. Can promise you on that. It's going to show up for you in ways you didn't know it was going to show up. I didn't know my discipline was going to be such a strong trait for me, but it's helped me through a lot of things on my journey. And it helps me say, you know, if I put in the reps long enough and not put in the reps incorrectly, it's always learning, always tuning, always fine tuning, always figuring it out, always going internally and saying, okay, where did I do it right? Where did I mess it up? And what can I learn through this? We do that, the rest of the world is history. We get to go create our dreams. So go create your dream, because you're one dream away from changing the world. One dream away from it. So keep having fun. Appreciate you for showing up and supporting. James, I appreciate the good luck. And you all have an amazing day. I'll talk to you later.